guys, Kaitan's29 here, and welcome to my premiere Let's Play series. As you can tell by the title of the video, my first project is going to be Phantasy Star 4, The End of the Millennium. This game is good. This game is so good, in fact, that I would definitely put this in my top 5 favorite JRPGs of all time. And when people ask me about this game, I just tell them this was Sega's answer to Final Fantasy 4. Or Final Fantasy 6 for that matter. I think they came out around the same time. If you're looking for a game that's fun, a little challenging, with balanced battle mechanics and a great soundtrack, then look no further. This game is amazing, and you are in for a treat. But enough of me rambling on and on. Let's get started and see what we have here. Start a new game. And we are going to take control of Chaz. Yeah, that means don't screw up. So it looks like Chaz here is a full-fledged hunter now, and he's going with his partner here on their first mission. Sounds simple enough. Latavia Academy in the town of Piata. That must be code for Newbie Town. Yep, town of learning. It's a newbie town. Alright, let's go then. See what this mission's all about. If you're like me, and this is your first Phantasy Star game you've played, don't worry about it. The first 3 games don't have any direct ties, plot-wise, to this one. It's not a direct sequel, per se. There are references in this game to the previous ones, mainly Phantasy Star 1, which I'll point out along the way as we get to them. But this game is a good starting point. No, can't fast forward the text. That's slightly annoying, but oh well. I guess even programmers back then had little money. Bonus points if you get that reference. Another good game, which I might LP in the future. It's definitely on my to-do list, that's for sure. Nice little graphic there. Alright, so apparently we got lost, and we need to find our partner, who is right over there. Really, Chaz? Come on now. Anyways, this is our menu. A lot of standard JRPG mechanics. You got your items, techniques, which are your spells, skills, which are a different set of spells, which I'll go over in battle, equipment, state or status. You can also change the order of your party, which I'll go over later when we get more people. For right now, it doesn't matter. You got your macro system, which again I'll go over later. But first things first, we want to save. Yeah, we'll save over all these. And I also want to change the buttons. That. And for message speed, speed it up a little bit. If I do go through text too fast, let me know, and I'll slow it down for you guys. I'm not going to read every line of text out loud to you because that would be boring, in my opinion. It'd be boring for me to do that. You know, you guys aren't here to listen to me read what you can read yourselves, so I won't do that. He was like 2 steps to your left. Not, Oh yeah, we do have a mission, don't we? It's probably a good idea to find out why we're here. Okay, so now we're reunited with our partner. Whoops, wrong button. Hey, what's up? I don't think that's gonna work. Whoa, Yeah, she's not falling for your game there, guy. One cool thing about this game is that you can inspect almost everything. Bookcases, cabinets, things of that nature. However, unlike some other games, you do not get items from people's bookcases or shelves or drawers and what have you, so oh well. It's a horrid math book. And a very difficult math book. I'm not going to inspect everything, but I just figured I'd show it off. Monsters in the basement. That's probably why we're here. Being hunters and all. Let's see what you have to say. Yeah, how rude. Anyways, the principal's back here. Hey, what's up? Ooh, ominous music. So as you can see here in this little cutscene, this game uses comic panels or manga panels to illustrate the storyline, as opposed to, say, just a bunch of people standing around talking. It's a nice way of, showing you kind of what's going on, how characters are reacting to certain events, and I think it's a nice touch. It's pretty unique for its time. I don't think any other game had cinematics like this, now that I think about it. Oh, good job, good job. Alright, that sounds easy enough. Yeah, that is kind of strange, isn't it? Alright, dude, you don't have to get so defensive. There's definitely something going on with that guy. I don't trust him. Yeah, I agree, Alice. I'm sure it's nothing. I wouldn't worry about it. He's probably just a little stressed. So, yeah, looks like our first mission is to go down to the basement and destroy any monsters we find and report back to the principal. Hey, who's this guy? Well, he's got a portrait, so he's probably important, although he seems to be acting kind of frantically. Well, what did you mean? Yeah, why should we? Just some random guy. Han, okay. Nice to meet you. That's awfully suspicious. Well, then why are you just standing out here waiting for us? Go down there and see what's going on. Oh, you're scared. Okay. Way to swindle him, Alice. Way to swindle him. Good job. Hey, we can't guarantee your protection. 100 Meseta, which is a currency in this game. It's not a bad price. You might want to think about taking us up on that offer. She's so cold. I love her. Well, I wouldn't say she's cold. I would just say she's your typical strong-willed protagonist, heroine, but I like her. Okay, so now we have Han in our party, and I keep pressing the wrong button. So let's go over the statuses of everybody here. Blech. Sorry guys. We have Alice, who's level 7. And here you can see a little portrait of the character, their name, their job, age, your equipment, all their basic stats, how much experience they have, and how much they need for your next level. And we started out with 500 Meseta, and now we have 600, so that 100 Meseta Alice was talking about from Han, he actually paid it, and he paid it pretty quickly, which is a good thing, because like in most, games or JRPGs, you start out broke. So it kind of eliminates the need to grind in the beginning of the game, which is a nice feature because, well, why do you need to grind if you can just extort your own party members? I'll go over the stats probably in the next episode. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with too much information. And here you can see your techniques for both the battle and the camp. The names of spells in this game are a little weird, but I'll go over them as we get them. Unfortunately, there is no way to look at a description for the spells to see what they do, so it's pretty much trial and error, unfortunately. Alright, here we have our first battle against Xana Valvuse. Oh god, I totally butchered that. Anyways, you got command, macros, which again I'll go over later, and escape. Got it. And now in this submenu you have attack, techniques, skills, items, and defend. These two do what you think they do. The main difference between techniques and skills is that your techniques require TP, or MP basically is what it is. And skills come in stock. You can use them X amount of times until you run out, and they don't cost any TP, so that's pretty nice. I like that. But anyways, let's get started here. Alice, Chaz, and Han will just do regular attacks. And as you can see there, Alice hits all enemies with her boomerang, so that's pretty nice. Definitely a good way to start a game. I love AoEs and anything that hits everything on the screen. So these guys are nothing special. A couple random regular attacks will take them down. Here we get a Monomate. Awesome. That's basically your potion of the game. More of these guys. Spaceman is like any other intro / tutorial / newbie area in the game. Enemies are very easy. They don't do anything special. You can just plow through them with regular attacks. 100 Meseta in this chest. Great. But it's just here to kind of get your feet wet, kind of get you used to the battle mechanics. They don't throw too much at you. Here we have a new enemy, Zoran Bolt. They're basically exactly the same as their cousin here, only they have slightly more hit points. That's the only real difference. And Chaz leveled. Alright, strength, mental, agility, dexterity, hit points, TP. Yeah, as you level up, that's how you get your stat increases in the game. It's also how you learn new spells and skills. With the exception of one spell, but that's way later on, so pay no attention to that, viewers. We'll get to that eventually. Now Han should level. Yep, there he goes. So Han and Chaz both have Res, which is short for Restore. It's your weakest healing spell. Single target. Han is, for right now, he's the mage of the group. He's kind of squishy, as you saw, and also his melee DPS, well, sucks. He's a mage. What do you expect? So need to use Han for healing. Save your TP on Chaz. Oh, hello. What is this? Yeah, there is something here. Let me examine it. There we go. Oh, that's it? Whoa, holy crap. Oh, let's see what this guy's all about. Ooh, boss music. I love this boss theme. It never gets old. Okay, this is the first boss in the game, Igla Nova. And oddly enough, he is not flagged as a boss. He is weak to instant death. If you haven't, you could just one-shot him. But we don't, so never mind. So this is a good time to go over the spells and skills in a little more detail. Alice here starts out with Saner, Shift, and Foy. Foy is your basic fire spell. Shift will increase your attack power for one character, and Saner increases your whole party's agility or your speed. So let's get Saner going first. Chaz just has Restore, and Earth is a single target paralysis skill. It's not useful at all. I pretty much never use it. So for now, just have him attack. Same with Han, he just has Restore. Jellin is actually a debuff that reduces a group of enemies' attack power. However, like in a lot of other RPGs, debuffs in this game are essentially a waste of time. Which sucks, because I'm a big fan of debuffs. You know, they were really useful in games like Wild Arms, where you could stack them over and over and over, or even Final Fantasy 13. That game did a really good job with the debuffs, with the Saboteur job class, or I guess they're called roles in that game. Yeah, I love the Saboteur job class. It's borderline broken in my opinion. It just destroys bosses if you know how to use it right. I love it. But anyways, the trick here is to put Shift on Alice to increase her attack power. And just have her attack everything on the screen, and she'll just one-shot the guys that are being spit out constantly. And just have Han and Chaz attack the boss there. And as long as you keep killing the guys he summons, he'll never attack you. The only time he attacks you is if you let him summon 2 guys, and then he'll do like a weak single target attack. It's for like 7 damage, it's nothing to really worry about. That's all he does, is summon ads and kind of sit on his ass. You could sit here and level grind off of these guys. Just have Alice defend, and have Chaz and Han repeatedly kill the spawns. And you know, you could sit here for a couple hours doing that, and you can rack up some massive experience, but it's not worth it in my opinion. This game, it has a little bit of a challenge, but overall it's not too bad. It doesn't require any grinding. Hey, Chaz leveled again. And Han. And technique Watt has been mastered. Watt is short for water. It's his first level ice spell in the game. Hey, don't be a bitch. We got him. Yeah, exactly. We killed him. Yeah, that's true. You pretty much carried us. Sorry, Alice. But like I was saying, grinding in this game, it's optional. It's not like, say, you know, Dragon Quest, where you have to spend hours upon hours of grinding if you want to have a decent chance at survival. There is one spot that I do plan on doing some grinding, and I'll point that out when we get there. But for the most part, it won't be more than like 30 minutes to an hour, like tops of grinding. And after that, we won't need to do it for the rest of the game. There are a few other spots in the game that are great for leveling, and I'll point those out when we get to them and show you maybe not the best method, but the best method I like to use for leveling, and if you want to grind, you can. So Han claims he's never been here before, with these Metroid-looking capsules. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that little pause there, viewers. Day one of doing LPs, and I'm already fallen victim to the curse of being interrupted while recording. Yeah, you know, you go all day or all night, and no one talks to you, and as soon as you sit down to record, it's like everyone wants to talk to you. But, oh well. Let's get back to Phantasy Star 4 here. The principal must know about these containers. Yeah, I'm sure he does. That would explain his odd behavior. But more importantly, I want to know why there's a tentacle monster just chilling in this basement here. Alright. Pretty straightforward tutorial dungeon there. First boss, nothing to worry about. Just buff up and keep the ads under control and you'll be fine. I'm going to make this episode a little bit longer than I normally will make an episode, simply because it is the intro episode. Kind of want to get through here in the next cutscene or so before I call it quits. Typically speaking though, I'm going to keep the episodes between 15 and 17 minutes, somewhere in that area. I feel like that's a good pace for this game. This game's not too long, so, you know, 15 minutes, that should be good. But for today, we're going to go for a little bit of length. What's wrong? Upset? Yeah, we almost got raped by a tentacle monster. Wouldn't you be upset? Sixth most dangerous thing in the world. What are the other 5? Oh, you're not going to tell us, are you? Oh well. Yeah, Alice, she definitely gets what she wants. She's very straightforward. And she doesn't fuck around. Birth Valley. Yeah, they were talking about that place a little bit earlier. Ooh, advanced civilization. Okay, why would you bring back the breeding capsules here and then turn around and leave again? I mean, I could see if you wanted to bring them back and study them here, but, you know, I wouldn't just bring them back here and then leave them unsupervised and leave. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but... Zio, huh? I like his little character portrait there. For Zio, that is, not the principal. He just looks so sinister. Nice attention to detail. Speaking of which, you might have noticed in battle that the enemies were animated. And all the enemies in the game, bosses included, have some kind of animation to them, which I think is pretty cool. It's very nice attention to detail on the programmer's parts. What happened to that guy? I'm sure he's fine, hon. He's just hanging around getting stoned. No big deal. What's up, Alice? Well, what do you mean? Oh, here she goes again. totally milking you, dude. Totally milking you. But that's okay, because that money goes in our pocket. Okay, so it looks like we're off to Birth Valley in the northeast to find out what's going on with the professor. It seems like Zio has some connection to all of this as well. But I'm going to call this a good stopping point for now. In the next episode, we'll take a quick tour of this town. There's nothing exciting to do or see, so I'll make it quick. But where exactly is Birth Valley? And what is keeping the professor there? And what does Zio have to do with all of this? We'll find out next time. Until then.